And just like that, it is Taurus season. Happy birthday, Taurus. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I'm going to start your season with a bonus read, friends. I hope your day is going great. Look, I'm in the center of Canada. We are called the frozen tundra for a reason. It is no longer frozen. We went up to 70 degrees here today where I am. It is a beautiful, glorious start to my season and to your season. Let's find out what's going on. I'm just here to do a bonus read. Say happy birthday. If it is your birthday today, let me know. If it is your birthday sometime in Taurus season, I would love to say happy birthday, and I know you will keep me busy in the comments, Taurus. Please look in the pinned comment. There is a private reading sale going on until the 4th of May, until just after that full moon in Scorpio, and it's 10% off all of my pre-recorded reads. So please take a look at my packages. Follow the link to Hypsee if you are interested. Live reads are still also on sale between 5 and 75% off. If you'd rather do that, you do have to book ahead. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Look at that. We start with excitement, a fresh new cycle, a fresh new solar return. Tell me what's going on. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. And we've got the 8 of Cups. So Taurus, I feel like it's time to let go of the things that have been holding you down. Taurus, I feel like you are entering an exciting cycle of movement. We've got the Chariot energy here. You're entering an exciting cycle of movement, creativity, passion, moving forward, moving ahead. I feel like what you're leaving behind is all of the things that no longer serve you with the 8 of Cups here. It's like I'm not settling for anything anymore, because here you are, standing in your power, confident, looking good on the outside, the inside. Uranus has done its thing in the last 7 years in your sign. It's crashed out whatever you didn't need and has brought you to a realization that you're confident enough that you can get it done on your own. So for all of those of you who have been single through that period, you know what I'm talking about. So Taurus, it feels like there is you walking away, I feel, or detaching from anything that does not match building of the kingdom. Let's find out what else is going on here. Tell me more about Taurus. We've got the Knight of Coins. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got the Page of Swords. So I do really feel that moving slow has given you a chance to observe from a distance, which I think is the good thing about moving slow. People will not agree, and that's okay. Taurus, you move slow and you're not doing anything that is not practical. And that is not moving toward building of you. So I feel like although you've moved slow, that's given you a chance to look over the details, to reassess the situation. And I feel like you now know how to build solid and sturdy structure. You're standing on business, Taurus, and you've written the doctrine. Now it's time to follow it. So I feel that this Taurus season is filled with movement. So right now, just as Uranus moves out of the sign of Taurus and into Gemini, your focus will flip a little. And so right now, we're at the most unstable degree of Taurus. The anaretic degree, the 29th degree, is the most unstable time. I experienced it day before yesterday. Yep. And I felt that there was just going to be one other thing that was going to show up, something else that was coming. And yep, there it was. So I feel like on the way out, Uranus is going to aggravate you. But as it moves into Gemini, it along with Venus, it is going to, I think, help you change the way you view yourself. It's going to help you probably make some money, build the kingdom. We've got the Two of Wands in the reverse, and I kind of like this because now you know that the plan is complete. And I know that because the Hierophant is here with the Two of Wands. You were stuck at the Two of Wands. You had made the plan, and you were waiting to execute. And I think that the Hierophant has already written their doctrine and is about to create their own traditions. This is how it goes. It goes my way from here moving forward. After all the changes that have gone on in your sign over the last 7 years, now you can look into the future. I love that. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Now you're ready to jump right in, not unprepared, because the Two of Wands is the preparation. But when it's in the reverse for me as a reader, it's like, okay, boom, I'm ready to jump in head first. I don't have to think about it anymore. So I feel like although some of you still will be hesitant and hold back, I think that you're looking over the details and the practicality of what you've planned. Is it going to last me for the future? Is this the plan that is going to be sustainable? And I think the answer is yes, because the Nine of Pentacles is here. I think you're ready for it. We've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Reconnection, reattachment, no longer feeling in lack. Finances being on point. Things are about to move forward in the financial department here, because I feel like you've made a bunch of changes, Taurus. Feel like you've made a bunch of changes. Tell me what else is going on here. Tell me about what's exciting that's coming up for Taurus in their new birthday cycle. We've got the Ten of Swords. We've got the Four of Pentacles. And we got the Two of Swords. Look, you're making decisions. When the Ten of Swords is showing up, it's not only because things have gone terrible and the ending of a cycle. And I feel like you've gone through, this sort of represents the anaretic degree, which is an unstable cycle. And, you start seeing the things and feeling the things that were betrayals and things that, it's the ending of the cycle, I think, for you is really going to be hard, because the anaretic degree, the 29th degree of Taurus, is the place where things get a little bit unstable before everything begins to get their stability. The Four of Pentacles is here. I feel like you're holding back and reserving judgment, not yet making a decision about what to do in the new cycle. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles being here tells me that you are reassessing, going slow, still looking at it in a very pragmatic, very practical way. And when I'm sure of the movement forward, that's when the Hierophant will move. But I feel like right now is the time for you to move slow and observe what is going to be sustainable for you going forward. The Eight of Cups is telling us about the High Priestess, telling us about the Judgment card. Very interesting, because the High Priestess and the Judgment card tells me that your intuition is telling you, answer the call. It's time to move forward. You've made the plan. The plan is solid. You're standing on business. You're very organized. You're very observed. I feel like your plan is about to gain momentum here, because the Knight of Wands is here saying, go time. It's time for you to be brave. It's time for you to disconnect or walk away or detach from whatever you've been settling for, emotionally, financially, in your career, all aspects of your life, Taurus. So I feel like Uranus moving into Gemini might be giving you a little bit of clarity about how to change your mind or change the perspective of how you're looking over your life. I feel like the High Priestess is saying, you know what, I'm just going to be quiet about this plan. I don't think I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. Tell me what the reassessment stage is all about, because I feel like even though the Ace of Wands is here, that you're like, hurry up and wait. Slow down for a second. I know this is exciting, but I want to make sure that the plan is in place. We've got the Temperance card. I like it. We've got the Star. Good. Hopeful healing is what it looks like here. And then we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Cups in the reverse tells me that you're feeling a little bit emotionally depleted at the end of this cycle. As Uranus leaves your sign, I think that you're feeling a little bit emotionally tapped out, but I also feel that healing is here. In fact, it's like, I'm going to say, it's like emotional healing on rocket fuel is what it feels like here with the Star and Temperance next to each other. It feels like things that have been rocky, right, back and forth, are about to hit a moment of alchemy, and then you realize that you just need to observe the last degrees of Taurus, the last changes to your plan, and then it's time to move forward and execute your plan. I think you got a solid plan, Taurus, but I also feel like your ability to be able to slow down, do it as slowly as you can, I feel is really what is going to bring you to a place of success. We've got, ooh, look at that. I like that. You know what's changing, Taurus? You're not shutting down. You're not being quiet. You're not doing any of those things anymore. I do believe that the Taurus that is entering into Taurus season this year is probably very different than the one from last year, because the Wheel of Fortune is now involved. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here, and it's saying to me, positive change is coming to your life. And there we go. The Eight of Wands that was on the bottom of the deck is now moving more into the future. So it's time for things to push forward with velocity, Taurus. What is changing? I think it is the Seven of Swords. I feel like nobody is going to be able to put one over on you. Taurus, I feel like Uranus in Taurus over the last 7 years has taught you a lot of things about a lot of people. There's a lot of change that has taken place, but it's all been destined change. It's all been preparing for you to be able to take the most bold steps forward than you've ever taken, Taurus. And I think that's where you're headed to. Tell me why the page is here. We've got the Page of Cups. Well, I'm going to say expect surprises. I feel like you are really observing, looking over, learning about, really deeply checking into why you have this nervous feeling or this, emotional upheaval, I'm going to say. It feels like a little bit of worry over money or a little bit of worry over surprise financial things that it feels like you're still worrying that the sky is falling. Look, you spent 8 years as Chicken Little waiting for the sky to fall, and it did, Taurus. So it fell over and over again. But it feels here like your worry about finances, I feel, are going to start healing themselves. You're going to be in a place now where you're going to be expecting the tower to fall or expect things to go wrong, but they won't. I feel like even if they do, Taurus, if those things begin to go wrong for you, I feel like Uranus and Gemini, and with Venus moving in there, is going to give you a different perspective about, okay, well, if I can't go left, then I'll go right. If I can't go right, then maybe I just need to go straight forward. You will find a way around it. You have become now a strategic partner of the universe, right? So I feel like whatever this Queen of Coins represents, which I think is good health, wealth, money, time, effort, energy, your career, I feel like something you've been worried about you're going to figure it out because the Page of Swords is here. And the Page of Swords is the one that doesn't stop until they get enough information that teaches them a lesson. I think this whole time you've been taught a lesson, Taurus. And look at that. You get to come out of it going into the future as I think this was all building you into justice. It's time to get your justice. I feel like if you decide to answer the call, and not everybody will, it's okay. If you decide to be brave and answer the call, I feel like something here is coming back around to you, Taurus, that you said, look, I don't have time for that. I don't have the capacity for that. Don't talk to me about that. I'm not doing that right now. I feel like this Judgment card is telling me that something here is looping back around to you that you didn't have the capacity to deal with back there, and now you're going to have the capacity to deal with it. Not for any other reason other than you're a little bit braver than you were 7 years ago, I'm going to say. So happy birthday to you, friends. I think that's your birthday gift. I feel like your intuition's becoming sharper, listening to the universe saying, come on now, it's time to detach from anything that is not contributing to you being in the Nine of Pentacles, right? Building your finances, building your career. This is a place where now you get to look back on this time and look at yourself now from where you were 7 years ago. And a lot has changed, and it's not all been bad. All right, let's find out what the last piece of advice is for you, Taurus. We've got the Moon card. We've got the Three of Cups. You don't see that there is a celebration coming. This is a time for celebration. It's time for renewal. It's time for emotional celebration. I feel like you've come through the worst part of it. Even when you couldn't see where to go, even when you were feeling around in the dark, I feel like you now are going to be able to celebrate something that you don't understand. You're going to be celebrating. So the moon is things that things are not as they seem, Taurus. This situation you feel is going to get worse, and it's not. It's about to get better, but I don't think you see it. But the Three of Cups here is like you're going to be celebrating something. What is this? You're going to be celebrating change. Look at you. You've conquered the C word, Taurus. You conquered your nemesis, change. I feel like you will be celebrating the change. Looking back 7 years ago saying, well, yeah, I guess I did need to get my finances in order. And that's why shit had to go down the way it did. So that's why I had to crash out on the finances. So I would really look at it, look over it, take the time, reassess it, observe it, and then build it differently, build it strong, stand on business, build my business. So that's what it feels like is going on here. The advice that you have, Taurus, is to don't give away the plan. Keep your cards close to the chest. Don't tell everybody what you're doing. Let them watch and learn. There's no need to tell them. They will see it. I feel like they're going to see you celebrating change, and they're going to say, what is up with you? You hate change. Not all of us hate change, but we just like change to happen in the moments that we want it to change, right? Which accounts for the Hierophant energy. Taurus, I feel like you're entering a better season. The sun is now on you. It's time for you to grow. It's time for things to be revealed. The sun is all about breakthroughs, and I think that's what your season is going to be full of. Taurus, I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Happy birthday, friends. Let me know when your birthday is in the comments. I'm going to go. Don't forget about the private read sale. I'm out. I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.